Rene Olende is my name. I work at CARE, and my role there is Executive Director, Global Advocacy. And my role is really all about leveraging the power of others, my colleagues who are experts in their field, to influence governments for change. So that's anything from policy change, introducing models or approaches that governments can adopt to really have that systems change over time. It's a long process. Advocacy doesn't have change happen in a night. So the whole idea is to have that incremental change, have those systems change elements, and really drawing in donors and those who can support our work by demonstrating that systems change that then leads us to the systems impact, where actual lives are changed and made different. So that excites me, that's what I do. Playing it by ear, to be honest, because there's a lot that I have to learn. There are those on the ground who are experts in their own right. They have lived experience. They know what the solutions are. So working quite closely with them to then engage for that policy change is a big part of my work. One of the things that a lot of those in the humanitarian sector are facing is the need to show impact now, to change lives now. There is a deep urgency. And the thing about learning is, yes, you learn by doing, but there's a lot of intentionality that needs to go in there. And I think some of the barriers are, I'd look at them in terms of 4 inputs: human resource, time, money, and knowledge, evidence, right? And so oftentimes you find that you don't have those people in the room to really enable that learning. So there's often a gap. Secondly, you find that the time is not there either. It's not available, it's very limited. And learning it has to have a consistent cadence. It's not just a one-time moment, right? And then the other thing is about what evidence is informing our learning. Is it purely global north evidence or is it global south evidence? And so I think making sure that there's local intelligence that's informing that learning is important. And it takes time to actually draw out that information. And then money. You need money to actually make change. It's actually a fundamental currency, isn't it? And so half the time when you have to choose between delivering a product and a service versus learning, you find that the need to meet the needs of the constituents or the dependent beneficiaries comes first. So learning actually is a second tier, I would say, priority. And that's a challenge. How do we embed that into our way of working? One of the things that I'm learning is that there is a paradigm in how we all see the world that impacts the way we show up to actually have change happen. And being honest and self-aware about those paradigms is key, such as to be in the global north, these are the expectations. To be in the global south, these are the expectations. I think it's very fundamental to be aware of those paradigms, but don't let those paradigms limit your ability to actually affect change. I think if anything, they signal what needs to happen. And I think that happening it'll almost be a bouquet where everyone comes in with their own flower, so to speak. And that flower makes beauty, creates a beautiful space where that individual can impart change. It's not a one-size-fits-all conversation, but I think those paradigms do help us see the world in an honest way, but they should not limit us. And I think that's what I'm learning. Don't feel limited by what you are hearing, by what you are seeing, by how we are different. That's okay. It has to be, because that's how the world is right now. So then what change can I, in my own limited sphere of influence, impart to the world to make lives better? And that's powerful. And that's what I'm feeling right now.